Anime is Japanese cartoons or animation. Anime has been around for the last century or so, but it only recently made its way into countries other than Japan. We all know the impact anime like Dragon Ball and Pokemon made in the Western world. Basically the golden age. There's never going to be another one, just except that fact. Okay, let's move on. Me personally, I love both anime and manga, but they both have their flaws. That's why today I'm going to be talking about those flaws. So let's talk about pacing. In most manga, pacing of the story is usually good, but anime sometimes gives the feeling of bad pacing. Like a good example is One Piece. It's been said many times that the pacing of the One Piece anime is completely different than the pacing in the manga, but this wasn't always a problem. But if you look at any recent One Piece episodes, you'll notice how much time is wasted. The intro is over 2 minutes long, then the recap is over a minute long, then you also have to add into account the end theme, and all in all, it really isn't ideal. You get me? Okay, now, let's talk about cut content. In manga, there are times when certain parts of the manga are cut out for the anime. For some reason, the producers of the anime just decide to cut out an integral part of the manga, which then just wrecks the story all in all. Wrecks the glory, wrecks everything. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but to me, just leave it all in there. Yeah, cut content it's not good, but sometimes it's understandable. Like, let's take Berserk 1997, or Berserk 2016, which is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Or the trilogy movies, or the Berserk trilogy movies. So there's a lot of cut content in those, which can either help the viewer, or it can deter the viewer from ever watching that show or piece of media ever again. So let's talk about Berserk 1997 for a minute, for a hot sec. So in the 1997 anime, they touched upon certain things that they didn't want to go the full scope, because obviously they only had a timetable. They were only going to do only 25 episodes, which is understandable. Yeah, they tried to adapt the Black Swordsman arc in just one episode, which isn't it's not ideal, but they tried at least. Because if you actually read the Black Swordsman arc, it doesn't really take one episode. Nah, it's not. It takes more than that. They cut out Y-Lad, that sick fuck, that despicable demon. That guy likes to fucking put kids on spears and shit. Like, what the fuck? He likes to rape women as well. Fucking weirdo. Then they cut Skull Knight from the anime. They cut the councils in there. Yeah, we didn't see Skull Knight in the anime. We didn't see him save Rickert. They cut Silat, the Kushans. They cut them. They cut the assassins that the king hired to take out the Bandit Dog, because of what Griffith did to his daughter. So yeah, like, cut out content. Like, if I'm new to the series, I'm like it's not that bad, but I'm gonna be thinking like, oh shit. So that's all that happened. But then obviously I discovered the manga, which was better, obviously, 10 times better. Masterpiece, all its glory. It's not finished, but still a 10 out of 10, which is mad. Yeah. And on the topic of cut content can also like shy away from the author's original creative vision. Like that whole thing with Trunks' hair being blue in Dragon Ball Super. Bulma's hair was yeah. It's only confusing because in the original Dragon Ball series they made her hair blue, but Toriyama originally colored it as purple. So then they made Trunks' hair purple just so that it could match, since they didn't make her hair blue in the Z series. Then they tried to correct that, which was too little too late. So they tried to correct that, make him blue, so it would make sense. So it would fit Toriyama's creative vision more, but like I said, it was a little too late. It's not that serious, but it's still moving away from the creator's creative vision. Yeah. But you know, manga isn't always perfect. Sometimes it has its flaws, it has its downfall. The only manga that's perfect is Berserk. Yes, motherfucker, Berserk is top 2, and it's not 2, bitch. But anyways, like I was saying before, manga does have its flaws. It's not always perfect. That's for Berserk, of course. Yeah, like sometimes I prefer watching anime, because while reading manga it can be a bit confusing, especially with JoJo's manga. Like, sometimes you can't even tell like who's fighting who, what's going on. It's just too fucking confusing. That's why I prefer watching the anime rather than reading the manga. Unless it's fucking colored, then yeah, I'm grand. But that's not only with JoJo's, because manga is strictly black and white. Sometimes it's hard to tell like what's going on. So when you're watching the anime, it's easier to tell. It's easier to see it because it's visualized. But still a 10 out of 10. It means colors and all that. The colors are different, so you can tell what's what and who's who. Yeah, so manga isn't perfect. Yeah. One of the other mangas I suffered from that was Tokyo Ghoul. That gave me such a bad opinion of Tokyo Ghoul, because it just turned to shit. They cut out a lot of things from the manga, even though I never watched season 3 and 4. I just didn't bother, because I heard people saying they cut this, they cut that, they took it out, they took this out, took that out. I was just like, nah, fuck that, I'm not watching that anymore. So that can kill someone's desire to watch a series, cutting content from the original creator's idea. You get me? It's not cool, bro. That shit ain't cool. But listen, guys, when I say this stuff, I'm not saying it to deter you from watching either anime or reading manga. It's all up to you, but I'm just giving pointers as to the flaws in both pieces of media. It's up to you to choose what piece of media you want to consume. Either is good. I'm not telling you what to read. I'm not telling you what to watch. Anime is still enjoyable as fuck. Reading manga is still enjoyable as fuck. It's up to you. It's all up to you. Now that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been a blast, and peace.